darling, welcome back. Today we are watching some more SCP. This is SCP-2845, The Deer. I was looking through, trying to figure out what I was interested in. I seen a couple that I recognize, and I will be getting to those. But this one, the thumbnail creeped me out. So it seems perfect. I hope you are super excited. I am. I'm ready to learn some more creepy lore. Kind of get down into the weirdness. If you are new here, please do consider subscribing. It would really help me out. I would very much appreciate it. Thank you. Are you ready? Let's go!
Good afternoon, everyone.
Hi!
My name is Dr. Miller, and the SCP we're going to be looking at today is SCP-2845. Threat level, Black. Object class, Keter.
Okay.
Special.
What's black? If we're going off like a number scale. Give me like a 1 to 5. Are we chilling at like a 3? Maybe like a 4? What are we at? Basically, shit's fucked. Understood. Oh, so big bad. Okay. Understood. Pretty big bad then. Alright.
Containment procedures. Use of outsourced containment resources and consultants has been authorized for the containment of SCP-2845. Consultants are to be considered level 2 personnel and are at no time permitted to leave Site-100. If at any time an outside consultant must be removed from containment of SCP-2845, Class A amnestics are to be applied before release.
Okay.
A minimum of 30 trained individuals and an unhindered supply of untrained subjects is required for proper containment of SCP-2845.
An unhindered supply of untrained subjects? Why is it worded that way?
48 trained personnel are currently assigned to active containment of SCP-2845, split into 8 teams of 6, with a further 24 individuals available as replacements. An allowance of 5 D-Class per week has been authorized for the containment of SCP-2845.
An allowance? This terminology. Interesting.
Site-100 has been constructed to the following specifications. Site-100 consists of 9 concentric circular bands, designated Ring A through Ring I, with a gap located between Ring C and Ring D, designated as Gap 1. 6 circular chambers are located at 0, 60, 120, 180, 240, and 300 degrees within each ring and gap. The chambers located at 0 degrees are aligned with geographic north. 2 additional circular chambers are located outside of Ring I, located at 120 and 240 degrees. The floor of each circular chamber contains an unobstructed lead hexagram. The central chamber containing SCP-2845 and 216 instances of SCP-2845-1 is to contain an atmosphere of 96.3% hydrogen, 3.25% helium, and 0.45% ammonia, maintained at -110 degrees Celsius and a pressure of 2.3 bar. The following procedures are all to be carried out in a repeating cycle of 63 hours, 54 minutes. Each procedure is to last 39 minutes, with 10 hours between each procedure.
This is fucking convoluted! I think you were correct in saying that shit was fucked. Interesting. Okay.
Each procedure must be carried out by 6 individuals.
Okay.
The location of each procedure is denoted in parentheses. At the beginning of each new cycle, containment procedures will be carried out in the next ring closest to the containment chamber. Ceremonial recitations for all procedures and descriptions of all variant costumes may be found in document 2845 CEXP.
Are we LARPing? Are you... You have costumes? Are you LARPing?
Procedure 410, Constantin, 60 degrees. Containment specialists are presented with masks: joy, sadness, anger, apathy, fear, and foolishness, and act out Ceremony Constantin A. Ceremony Constantin A is a farcical comedy of errors and exchange of insults between the 6 individuals, culminating in foolishness outwitting the group in a game of riddles and declaring himself king. The conclusion of Ceremony Constantin A is followed by a game of dice.
What the fuck? Why? This is step 1? So, guys, I have this sick idea. No, it's for work. It's for work. So, we're gonna dress up with these masks. And we're gonna put on a play. And then we're gonna play Yahtzee. Okay, I'm sorry.
The winner of the game is irrelevant to the procedure.
Okay, so we're gonna do all of this. We're gonna put on a middle school play. We're gonna play Yahtzee, and it's like oh shoot, no, what is that show? We watch it all the time. I say all the time, and we watched it like twice. Whose line is it? Whose line is it anyway? The points don't matter. So like the winner is irrelevant. That's crazy.
Procedure 420, Perinaldo, 120 degrees. Performance of a musical piece for flute, oboe, clarinet, French horn, timpani, and bass drum.
Okay.
The piece is accompanied by specific somatic and vocal components carried out by the players throughout the performance, designated Ceremony Perinaldo A. The performance must be live. Recordings of the piece have no effect.
Okay.
Procedure 430, Epimetheus, 180 degrees.
I'm so fucking stupid. When he was saying the degrees, I was like, damn, that's kind of hot in that room. I was like, yo, how are they gonna do this stuff with it being so hot in there? But that's not the temperature of the room. He's talking about the degrees of the thing.
Gifts are exchanged among containment specialists. Content of gifts is irrelevant to the procedure, but each gift must not exceed $4.28 in worth.
So we're having a Secret Santa, and your budget is strictly $4.28. Okay. Alright.
Each gift is accompanied by recitation of Ceremony Epimetheus A in its entirety, and the scattering of grain around the containment chamber. Procedure 440, Cassiel, 240 degrees. Ceremony Cassiel A is recited as containment specialists bind their feet with wool and consume 0.5 liters of olive oil. Then they will break apart a rock weighing at least 200 kilograms with hammers. Ceremony Cassiel B is recited throughout.
What the fuck?
Procedure 450, Cairo, 300 degrees. A D-class subject is prepared by painting a symbol, ring surrounding a dot with an arrow pointing upwards at the 90-degree point, on the stomach with a platinum-based solution, and presented with a blue cloak, crown, and scepter. D-class subject is then restrained in a chair, and Ceremony Cairo A is recited. After recitation of the ceremony Cairo A, the D-class subject is to be castrated by use of a hand sickle by a containment specialist. The testes are then to be disposed of in a bowl of salt water as Ceremony Cairo B is recited.
how did we find out that this is what you have to do? Also, I'm starting to understand the allowance of untrained personnel. Ugh. It's not decocking. Stop. Stop it. Stop.
Procedure 460, Omphalos, 0 degrees. Ceremony Omphalos A is to be recited before roasting of a child no more than 3 months of age. Ceremony Omphalos B is to be recited before consumption. After consumption of the
Outlast? Or like something terrible? Dude, they were just playing plays. And now we're here? And now we're here.
child, Ceremony Omphalos C is to be recited over the gastroliths, which are then swallowed. Vomiting is then induced, and Ceremony Omphalos D is recited, signaling the beginning of a new cycle. In the case of a containment breach, Site 100's nuclear device is to be detonated.
Let's just say that it escaped, and then it can just be nuked. Let's just say that it's just let's just say that it's just gone. And then we can just like not ever have to talk about this again. Does that sound good? That sounds pretty good to me.
Followed by lockdown of all Foundation facilities and activation of Protocol 2845 XK1, strike down the moon.
What did the moon do?
And this is a message from Containment Consultant to Site Director Dell on January 31st, 2012. Towering Kadath, my home. I have been approached several times already in regards to the containment procedures and their complexity. I have been asked if all of the containment procedures are truly necessary.
Yeah, I'm
if
wondering
they
that
could not
too.
be cut down or edited for simplicity, and at least one claimed that they were patently ridiculous. This is my response, and I expect that it will be seen by all of the Foundation staff working on this project. I will not repeat myself, and I find it sickening that after all the struggle to contain this creature, pencil-pushing bureaucrats are still seeking to cut corners where they cannot afford to be cut. The answer is no. The ritual will remain as it is, and will not be changed in any way. It cannot be cut down further, nor can it be added to. It has been set in place, and now that it has begun, any deviation at all could very easily be catastrophic. Rituals do not work because of some underlying laws, such as those that science operates on. Rituals work because they are rituals. They work because an arbitrary set of criteria has been met with exacting care. Belief that meeting these arbitrary criteria achieves a certain end assigns power to the ritual. The actions that were once meaningless now have been assigned meaning through their repetition and application.
Okay, so why, when you're making the rituals, couldn't you just deem that the ritual to keep this thing is just you drinking a full glass of water and then recycling the bottle? Like, I don't understand how... And maybe I'm just getting ahead of myself. But I don't understand how we come to these exact terms with all the fuck shit.
This is how one seals away a god, and this is a god. I know that the Foundation does not approve of using this term, but it is still the case. The stag is a god, and it is not a petty local god. It is not one of the mild gods of earth, or some weaker spirit that is bound by the strength of man's belief. We have, for the time being, fooled it into thinking that we have overpowered it. It does not understand that we do so falsely. It is a god. For gods, words have power. Ritual and belief hold greater power over a god than all the laws of science. However, it must be kept in mind that the stag could escape, right now if it so chose. With a thought, this entire facility could turn into a puff of hydrogen. If at any point the stag thought to escape, it would, and we would be powerless to stop it. However, it will not think to escape, or even to change its strategy. The idea will not even pass through its mind. It cannot comprehend the concept. It does not think in the way we think. Truth be told, I would not say it thinks at all. This is an old god. It does not dabble in decisions. Decisions are for creatures who may act erratically, variably, or out of line. A god of this strength simply is. It is an absolute. It acts as a force. In building this ritual, we have shifted its being the slightest bit, and now it is locked into a pattern of behavior. It struggles against us, we struggle against it, and we are locked together in an eternal dance so long as the ritual remains intact.
That halfway makes sense, but not super. I don't understand why it wouldn't think to escape, but I think that's just my brain.
If one thing goes awry, the entirety is lost, and the deadlock is broken. Unstoppable force without an immovable object. The rituals might seem to be nonsense, but they are what I divined to be the best course of action. There are powerful symbols there, and whether or not you think they are appropriate to the situation is irrelevant. I have listened to the converted, and I have listened to the echoes of the stag in their songs.
There's converted?
They are not suffering, but they are no longer human. They are changed, utterly. The ritual remains as it is. Description: SCP-2845 is a quadruped entity, measuring 2.9 meters in height at the shoulder and weighing 815 kilograms. A sinuous neck, generally held in an upright position, extends a further 0.5 meters, terminating in a head with humanoid facial features.
Ew.
SCP-2845 possesses antlers, measuring 4.8 meters across. Antlers are white, with black marbling and coloration, and have not been observed to shed. SCP-2845 is covered in hair with an average length of 10 centimeters, with the exception of the face, which is hairless. SCP-2845's coloration is primarily a pastel green, with a stripe of cream on the underside of the neck and belly. A ring of ice particles is suspended 15 centimeters behind SCP-2845's skull, measuring 1.7 meters in diameter, with a ring thickness of 35 centimeters. This ring is interrupted at regular intervals by 7 spheres consisting of metallic hydrogen and metallic helium, each measuring 15 centimeters in diameter. The ring and spheres rotate clockwise at a speed of 1.6 RPM. The force maintaining the movement of the ring, the physical state of the spheres, and the means by which SCP-2845 is capable of supporting its head under the weight of its antlers are unknown. SCP-2845 is capable of instantaneous transmutation and reconstruction of matter. No matter is created or destroyed during this process. This property is manifested at will, with an observed range extending to targets within eyesight. Maximum range of this ability is unknown. Transmuted matter will remain stable despite the lack of other factors. For example, metallic hydrogen and helium are common results, which will remain in either solid or liquid form despite the surrounding temperature. Altered atmosphere will not mix with unaltered regions, maintaining chemical consistency. The most common transmutation results are the solid or liquid forms of hydrogen and helium, the conversion of atmosphere into a hydrogen-helium-ammonia mix, and the transmutation of plant life into metalloid-based organisms. SCP-2845 will typically surround itself with a transmuted area with a radius of approximately 5 meters at all times. SCP-2845 has proven itself completely resistant to physical damage.
Oh,
The
nice.
most common forms of offensive transmutation used by SCP-2845 are a column measuring 5 to 7 meters in diameter and 60 to 80 meters in height, or a horizontal cone measuring between 100 and 150 meters in length and 10 to 30 meters in width at the furthest end. However, SCP-2845 has been observed to attack single targets at distances of up to 10 kilometers. Early observation of SCP-2845 during recovery indicated that it will generally ignore non-combatants, focusing on retaliation against attackers.
Okay. So, if you don't fuck with it, you might not get smacked.
However, SCP-2845 was not seen to make any attempts to spare non-combatants within the area of effect of its transmutations, and later recovery accounts indicate preemptive attacks against both military and civilian targets. SCP-2845-1 designates human beings that have been modified by SCP-2845. Instances of SCP-2845-1 are hexagonal columns measuring 2.4 meters in height, with a rubbery yellow-green skin. SCP-2845-1 instances do not have any outward sense organs, and autopsy has shown that internal organs are likewise absent, save the brain, which now takes up the entirety of the column and contains the reconstituted mass of the other organs and some additional outside materials. It is unknown how SCP-2845-1 instances derive nutrients, or if any nutrition is required.
So when you do fuck around and find out, he goes, ha ha, you're a pole now. Yellow greens, ooh. And you're just brain. You're just a brain. You're a brain tube. Oh, God.
Neuroimaging of SCP-2845-1 specimens has revealed that the brain is in a constant state of high activity. Analysis of multiple specimens indicates patterns of call and response, so some form of remote communication between SCP-2845-1 specimens is presumed.
Hive mind? And that's why you have your brain? Whole hive mind thing. Maybe.
Modal variants of SCP-2845-1 have been reported, but have evaded capture and study. Addendum 1. An abridged timeline of SCP-2845 from initial discovery to containment is as follows. November 27, 2011. Initial sighting of Comet C 2011 W3.
It's
December 1st, 2011. Comet C 2011 W3 confirmed by Mount John University Observatory.
It crashed. I know I'm pausing and I'll be told, but it came from space?
December 2nd, 2011. Comet C 2011 W3 confirmed and named by the Minor Planet Center. December 16th, 2011. Comet C 2011 W3 reaches perihelion. Solar Dynamics Observatory records images of a fragment breaking off from the main body of the comet, maintaining a speed of 0.0018 c. December 17th, 2011. Fragment trajectory confirmed to end in a collision with Earth, with estimated impact of December 21st. Thoth Station deterrence procedure fails at changing fragment's course. Public announcement made by the United Nations. Evacuations begin. December 21st, 2011. Fragment impacts in the Pacific Ocean, 124 kilometers off the Western American coast. December 24th, 2011. SCP-2845 believed to reach shore on this day. December 25th, 2011. First observation of SCP-2845 through civilian video footage. Drone contact made. SCP-2845 confirmed as hostile. Foundation assets within United States military begin direction of recovery and containment procedures, with assistance of Global Occult Coalition representatives. Foundation containment sites in the region enter lockdown. December 26th to December 29th, 2011. Artillery bombardment of SCP-2845 commences, along with initial battery of tests. Contact with outside containment consultants made at this time upon observation of SCP-2845's properties. December 30th, 2011. SCP-2845 is unimpeded for 16 hours. December 31st, 2011. Bombardment recommences. January 1st to January 14th, 2012. SCP-2845 is led across the Sierra Nevada mountains while remaining under heavy bombardment.
So they're still
Develops
shooting at
initial
it.
containment procedures. January 15th, 2012. SCP-2845 reaches predetermined containment area. Initial containment procedures enacted. January 18th, 2012. Initial containment procedures end in success.
So from the 15th to the 18th, they were doing the initial containment procedures. And they ended in success.
January 20th, 2012. Construction of Site 100 begins. February 3rd, 2012. Refinements of containment procedures implemented.
He might tell me, actually we're very close to the end. He might tell me in a later thing, or there might be more. I still don't understand how you did this. What were the initial, and how did it actually get refined? I just don't understand, and maybe I'm not supposed to. I don't understand how we got to such weird, horrible, like, things? I don't know.
February 19th, 2012. SCP-2845 declared contained.
Yay! It's contained!
I think that about does it for today.
Oh, jeez.
Thank you all for listening, if indeed you still are, and you are all dismissed.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. That's...
I would like to give a special thank you to researcher Brandon Connell, Burlington the Cat, Slump God, Justin Day, Pierce M. Hamlin, White Crow, Beware 600, Bryson Bailey, my archive curator Nick, Tyver Ball, Cody Tench, Cheese Whip,
Cheese
the
Whip?
Android, the Administrator,
Alright.
Quartz 563.
I think he's gonna read all these out, but I'm confused, dude.
If you would like a special thank you at the end of each of my videos, and some other cool stuff as well, visit patreon.com/TheVolgun.
I don't understand. Why? But maybe that's the point. Maybe it's just supposed to creep you out. Maybe it's just supposed to be a creepy story. Okay. Alright. That was a wild ride. The total 180 from teehee, they're playing dress up and LARPing, to terrible awfulness definitely shook me. But I think that my original vibe of crazy, weird, creepy, just from the thumbnail, was definitely spot on, because good God. It is a bit hard for me to kind of piece everything together, but I don't think you're supposed to be able to. I don't think it's, oh, we know everything there is to know and you know all the details. I think it's just meant to be like creepy, right? And I'm trying to wrap my head around that, trying to just digest that it's meant to be creepy, meant to be scary, because I just want more info. I just want to know the why, and I don't get to know the why. No one knows why. It just does. That's crazy, but I do like it. Let me know down below any more that you want me to see. As I said, there are a couple that I recognize, and I'm looking forward to watching them, but let me know. Let me know your favorites. Let me know what you want me to see, all that kind of stuff. Thank you so very much. Make sure that you check out the original video. It's going to be linked down below. If you like my video, make sure you like and subscribe so I can see you in the next one. Thank you. Bye!